Global warming is a huge topic of discussion these days. You may have heard that corporate America or the government is ruining the planet, but you may not have heard the claim that religion is harming the environment. That's according to my guest today, Jeff Schweitzer. He's author of the upcoming book, Beyond Cosmic Dice, Moral Life in a Random World. He's a marine biologist who helped formulate science and environmental policy for the Clinton administration. And later in the show, we'll hear from Elijah, author of the Underground Bible, to get his take on this. Pleasure to have you here today, Jeff.
Great to be here.
So that is a striking claim, that religion is harming the environment.
It is. Religion has had 2,000 years to prove itself worthy as a moral guiding light, and I don't think the record is very good. Mankind is basically consuming itself in war in the midst of poverty and disease. 1 billion people go to bed hungry every night. 1 billion people have no access to fresh water. 10 million children every year die of malnutrition under the age of 5. I just don't think we're doing very well, and I think we can do better.
And you think that religion in particular takes the blame for this, or should take the blame for this?
In 1967, a very famous Renaissance scholar by the name of Lynn White wrote that we will continue to have these ecological crises until we reject the Christian axiom that nature is here only to serve mankind. And I think we see the reality of the words 40 years later when the Bush administration thinks it has a God-given right to resource extraction.
So this is the Christian religion you're talking about. It's not all religions?
I am focusing on Western religions, the Judeo-Christian ethic, Judaism and Christianity, correct.
So you think it's very anthropomorphic or centric, that it's all about man, and that, we...
Well, the Bible is very clear on that point. If we look at Genesis, first book, first chapter, first verse, it's right up front, and Genesis says, God blessed them, meaning us humans, and said to them, be fruitful, increase in numbers, fill the earth, and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and every form of creature that walks and moves on the ground. That's a pretty clear mandate about how we relate to the environment. We're superior to it. We're above it. The environment was put here, according to that thought, for our exploitation, for us to use.
And obviously you have a different take on this. So what's the answer? If that's what religion is doing for us, then what is the correct approach?
Well, I think there are many different answers to that question, but I think we have to shift the way we view morality. Right now, we have a 2,000-year history where our moral perspective is based on a religious teachings. And I think we have to go back to our core values, our core humanity, to create a new moral code